Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. My name is John Slop, and today we're taking a listen to some George Duke. The album is The Aura Will Prevail. Now, this is a Patreon request by Robert H. So thank you so much, Robert. Dude. Yeah, so we're streaming this one, dude, so we're just gonna wait till people start joining in, and we're gonna create a cool hangout sesh, listen to an album, dude. I'm not even sure how long the album is. The Aura Will Prevail. It doesn't look like it's longer than any other album or anything. It's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. About 40 minutes, dude. Yo, what's up, Toshiba? How you doing, dude? Yo, Apollo, Partridge Family, it is George Duke. The Aura Will Prevail. That is the album we are listening to tonight. Good evening, Toshiba, the one who requested this album. The reason why we are here, dude. Welcome, glad of you guys to join us. Really happy to be here. So, yeah, again, we'll just wait a little bit till people start coming in to hang out. Then we'll start off reading some information. George M. Duke, born January 12th, 1946, and died August 5th, 2013. Rest in peace, dude. Can't wait to check out what you got for us, dude. American keyboardist, composer, singer-songwriter, and record producer. He worked with numerous artists as arranger, music director, writer, co-writer, record producer, and as a professor of music. He first made a name for himself with the album The Jean-Luc Ponty Experience with the George Duke Trio. He was known primarily for 32 solo albums, of which A Brazilian Love Affair from 1979 was his most popular, as well as for his collaborations with other musicians, particularly Frank Zappa. Wow. Really excited to get into some of his Frank Zappa works, dude. I think we actually have a Frank Zappa track coming up. Actually, a couple, dude, on this album. Echidna's Arf and Uncle Remus. Dude, I think I've actually listened to Uncle Remus. Awesome. So, born in San Rafael, California, dude. Alright, California native. Jazz fusion, R&B funk. Dude, yo, what's up, Fords? Welcome. You never heard this album? Gotcha. Well, we're about to. We're about to experience it together for the first time. So, reading a little bit on The Aura Will Prevail. The Aura Will Prevail is the 5th studio album by American keyboardist George Duke. It was released in 1975 through MPS Records. Recording sessions took place at Paramount Recording Studios in Hollywood, California. The album features contributions from Alfonso Johnson, Leon Ndugu Chancellor, and Erto Moreira. Duke played various keyboard instruments on the album, including Rhodes electric piano, Wurlitzer electric piano, Hohner clavinet, ARP Odyssey, ARP string ensemble, Mutron phaser, Mutron dual phaser, Mini Moog bass, and various pedal boards. Wow. Impressive, dude. 1975, doing literally everything your body can do to make music. Reaching a peak position of number 111 on the US Billboard 200, the album remained on the chart for a total of 10 weeks, dude. That's 111. Wow, okay. So the personnel we have for this album, George Duke doing so many things, dude. Vocals, Moog, bass, just all those keyboards, dude. Alfonso Johnson doing electric bass, Leon Ndugu Chancellor doing voice, vocals, drums. He does a voice on track too, okay. Erto Moreira does percussion, G. Jansen doing vocals, Kathy Worrell doing vocals, Sylvia St. James doing vocals. Okay, so no Frank Zappa doing vocals. I was expecting a little bit of that, but it's part of the writing crew, I guess, dude. Okay, so last but not least, we're gonna check out the album cover. And for that, we will find a good high definition copy, high quality. George Duke. There it is, dude. Open. Whoa. What even is this, dude? It looks mind-bending. Oh, there's a face in there. Whoa. This is crazy, dude. Well, guys. Airto is a legendary jazz fusion percussionist. Ooh. Well, can't wait to become acquainted with them as well. So, I'm very, very excited to start out with this one, dude. First up, we have the track Dawn. So, share your thoughts, friends. Let's take a hit before jumping on into this one, dude. So very excited. Thank you again, Toshiba Cat, aka Robert H, for requesting this one, dude. He worked with Chick Corea on those early RTF albums. Oh, awesome, dude. Can't get enough of that Chick. Alright, let's take a hit and jump on into it, dudes. Really glad to be here with you guys. Save the Country, his first album, first solo album for American Record Company. Oh, so he wrote this himself. First solo album for American Record Company. Dick Bach wanted me to record some current pop material. We chose Laura Nyro, Judy Collins, and Paul McCartney. On the album were my buddies John Hurd bass and Dick Burke on drums. Lots of dicks, dude. Is that the same? No, those are two different dicks, dude. I met Jay Graydon while working with the Don Ellis Big Band and liked his playing a lot. Of course, he went on to become a great producer. The horn section consisted of Ernie Watts, sax and flute, Jay DeVersa and Charles Findlay trumpets, Ernie Track and Glenn Ferris on trombone. I also met Glenn while I worked with Don Ellis. The album is an electric mix of jazz, funk using pop material with some straight ahead tunes thrown in. Wow, his own words. So that, I should have probably just, wow, so we can just read up on all of his albums here, dude. Scroll down to Aura. Yeah, I realized what I should have done. Oh, here we go, dude. Okay. This is my personal favorite for my days at MPS Records. Wow. I, again, see a lot of growth in myself as a musician. It's quite obvious to me that I had become more confident in my synthesizer playing. I took more chances. I liked to start a solo with one texture and end with another. I didn't hear any musicians doing that, and still don't. I was trying to take the listener on a sonoric adventure. Once again, Ndugu was behind the drums, but I enlisted the help of a young bass player named Alfonso Slim Johnson, who had just got the gig with Weather Report. Airto was back on percussion, and I used some background singers. This was unheard of in fusion at this time, but I saw possibilities down the line. Alright, so background singers in fusion, yeah, usually you don't hear any vocals in fusion, right? Dawn was written at the Caribou Ranch recording studio in my room after a session with Zappa. We recorded there for a week or so, and I guess the snow and altitude had an effect on my creativity. I've always loved this tune. Oh, whoa. Dude, Caribou Ranch recording studio? There was snow in it. It was in the mountains, dude? Interesting. I re-recorded an old tune of mine, Boosh, with a funkier approach. I had already recorded it with Jean-Luc Ponty, but had a different idea for this LP. My love affair with Brazilian and Latin music began many years before this LP, but my real love wasn't felt on record until now. Malibu became such a hit jazz radio cut, there were vocals but no lyrics. I had everyone in the band sing, and added a couple of professionals so we wouldn't sound so bad. Actually, I wanted vocals to sound like everyday average people singing the melody. I got my wish. It's kind of rough. The tune was really an instrumental with a vocal singing along. Nice. I'm excited. Wow, he's giving us a little play-by-play. Okay. Echidna's Arf was written by Zappa. I loved playing this tune with Frank, and decided to record it on this album with a different vibe. I also recorded Uncle Remus, an original song of mine that Frank wrote lyrics for, and was first released on his album, Apostrophe. Yeah, we've checked that one out, dude. Whoa, okay. So real quick, I realize I need to turn one of those little automated messages off. Okay, getting back into, where are we? Here. Wow, so Echidna's Arf, written by Zappa, Uncle Remus, original song of George's that Frank wrote lyrics for, gotcha. Fools became my first attempt at singing an R&B flavored tune. I always felt that I had more vibe singing in falsetto than my natural voice. I still do. It wasn't a great vocal, but one sure can tell how I wound up singing the way I do now. This was the beginning. The year was 1975, and I was still touring with Zappa's band. Whoa. Okay, so we've probably already been acquainted with George Duke by listening to some of Frank's live shows, or live performances. Wow. Well, thank you so much, Robert, for getting us to read this. Beautiful. You know, maybe in the future when we listen to some more of his albums, we can read some more of his words, dude. But I think with that, we're gonna jump on in. Dude, wow. I can't wait. I'm expecting a little bit of funkiness, dude, a little bit of creative uniqueness. Can't wait, dude. So, let's take it and jump on in. So, I'm excited. Jumping into our first track, Dawn. My God. Okay, dude. Whoa. I'm hoping this is a good volume for you guys. Let me know. increase, decrease. Oh, dude, vibrant, bouncy, dude, large. Oh my god, dude, this is so much fun. So atmospheric. Oh, I just love the expression on the keyboards, dude. And the bass, like what? Dude, the bass is crazy. There's so much happening. For some reason, it just has me feeling like the 80s, dude. But this is 75. 10 years ahead of its time, dude. Wow. Okay, backing it up just a little bit. And let's try and take all of this in. Wow. Just letting it wash over me. Holy crap. Okay. Wow, dude, I am not ready for this album. Holy crap. This is such a beautiful, atmospheric experience, dude. I find myself flying away. I find myself getting lost in this, even more so than, like, Yes, Kansas, all the great musical storytellers with just the instrumentals, dude. The crazy instrumental musicians of our time, dude. George Duke is one of them. Steve Hackett. Oh my gosh. Dude. The way the keyboard tone shifted from a more broad tone to a more like squeaky kind of plop kind of tone, dude. There was a bit more pops in there, dude. It was crazy. It was subtle. But if you were paying attention, it actually wasn't very subtle. Wow. The bass is so much fun. This is probably the best experience ever, dude. Like, wow. Everybody needs to listen to this stuff. So, what did you guys think of that? Dude, I hear so much of today's music in this. Like, there's this video game called Animal Crossing, right? It's basically a chilled version of this. The soundtrack. Beautiful expression on the keyboards, dude. Beautiful tones on the synths. Wow. Wow. Okay. So, that was our first track, dude. Dawn. An overwhelmingly positive intro for me, dude. It was magical. It was beautifully produced. Can't wait to jump on into the next one, dude. For Love, I Come Your Friend. So the song title is For Love, parentheses, I Come Your Friend. Wow. Okay. Let's jump on into it, dudes. Reverb. Oh my god. Dang, dude, the train has not stopped. We're rolling, dude. 90 miles an hour, and we're not stopping for a good while, dude. Holy crap, this is probably the most Zappa like song so far. I can really tell that he's been hanging around that dude. Little Zappa-esque interlude. I can feel it. Oh wow. Okay, dude, George Duke is just he knows how to make amazing solos happen. Dude, did you hear that subtle reverb added to the end of that keyboard solo? Wow. That's his machine, dude. He's one. Dude, he's given who's the keyboardist for Jordan Rudess, dude? Liquid Tension Experiment. No doubt Jordan Rudess got inspiration from George Duke. Wow. Amazing stuff. Let's just jump back on into this one. How wacky is this song? Getting back into it. Wow, dude. Oh my gosh. For Love, I Come Your Friend by George Duke. Hello, Peaceful Rain. I'm so glad you can join us for this album. Isn't it just so beautiful? It's so whimsical. George Duke's expression on this is the best like I've ever heard, dude. The tones he's able to change. Dude, he must have spent so much time messing with his synth, dude, to get all these sounds, dude. He's able to make this thing sound like a guitar, yet so much more. It almost sounds like what a synth guitar wants to sound like, right? Excuse me one second. Dude, this is just some of the most beautiful noise I've ever heard. I love how wacky it is. I don't know what they were saying. I wonder if there's any lyrics. So, I'm gonna try and find out, dude. Dun, dun, dun. Wow, wow. George Duke for Love. I Come Your Friend. Well, apparently Thundercat did a cover of it. Life, love, like time don't end. Left, right, they spin within. Come to me, I come your friend. Those hopes, they're growing old. Love waits for you to bond. Come to me, I'll rest your soul. Dude, George Duke's falsetto is very nice. It is, it's just great, yeah. Wow. I'm doing fantastic, Peaceful Rain. How are you? Oh, Lord, like earth and sand, why wait for my command? Come for me, I'll come for man. What the heck is being said here, dude? Like earth and sand, why wait for my command? Come for me, I'll come for man. What the heck, dude? Life, love, like time don't end. Left, right, they spin within. Whoa. Whoa, something about life, love, rest your soul. This meaning is. Ooh, probably really deep, dude. What do you think? Dun, dun. One of the most beautiful songs I've ever heard. I'm tired. You need a nap? Peaceful? Nice nap and some warm campfire. I don't know. What's your ideal nap scenario? A nap from all life. I'm sorry, Peaceful Rain. I'm sorry. I hope things get better for you soon. Campfire stream. Yeah, I can just bring up a campfire video on the side like I did last time. All right. Well, we're gonna jump on into our next song. Where we have Foosh. Foosh is the name of this next track. I have no idea what to expect. Dude, just expect whimsical journey, a little bit of wackiness, dude. A little bit Chick Corea inspired stuff as well, dude. I'm sure they were swapping ideas. Well, let's jump on in to this one. Foosh. Oh, dang. Oh, dude, quick pause. This one is so effing attitude laden. From the contrasting bits of like the soft bass to the blaring horn-like synths, dude, coming in. This song is crazy. I dig it, dude. I like the drum kit having most of its time to itself, dude. Really accentuates the blaring horn-like synths, dude. And oh, his solo, dude. His solo is so like bluesy, guitar-like. I love this song so much. Forwards, I think George's right hand solo combined with left adjusting. Volume, tremolo, gain, effects is top notch. Right? Yes, dude. Like on the fly, he's given it some reverb. He's you know, squashing the sound a little bit to make it more poppy, dude. Right in the middle of the solo. It's crazy. He's so talented. Multitasking. Jumping back on into this one. Foosh. Oh. Oh, 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 oh. Bass, dude. This song is so cool. Makes me feel like a badass. Just walking down the street strutting like I don't owe nobody no dollar. Like they owe me money, dude. I have my pompadour, my leather jacket, dude. Smoking my clove cigarette. Drinking my hard seltzer. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. Oh my gosh. Oosh. One of my favorite songs ever. I love this attitude. Wow, we're slumming. Dude, we're part of the Tunnel Snake gang. The song is so sick. He's captured that essence of just being underground, being I don't know, like an anarchist or something, dude. I just like this so much. Wow. His expression just keeps getting better. Boom, boom, boom. Very Hancock-ish. Oh, does Hancock have some scenes where there's music similar to this? Dude, some of the best bass as well. Wow. Just keeps getting better, dudes. I don't want this album to end. I just kind of want it to keep going. George Duke, thank you so much for making this music and getting inspired by all your friends, dude. Herbie Hancock. Ah, of course. What did I think? I thought that was Hitchcock. That's what I thought it was. Hancock. Herbie Hancock. We need to visit more Herbie Hancock. That's what that tells me, right? We've really only scratched the tip of that iceberg, dude. So. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, well, amazing stuff. We're gonna jump into the next one. Floop de Loop is the name of this next track coming up, dude. Floop de Loop. Let's see what's happening. I think this is the longest song on the album. Sure. All right. Strap in, folks. Yes. a harmony. Oh, okay, clavinet, dude. Video game, dude. Oh, dude. Wow. If you have good headphones, you're really having a fun time. Or a good sound system right now, dude. Alfonso's killing it on this bass. George is killing it on the clavinet. He swapped back over to the keyboards now and giving us such... Dude, when it roared in, dude, when he started his solo, ooh, that was like one of the craziest experiences, dude. It kind of pulsed in a little bit, right? Or kind of warbled in? I'm not sure how to explain. He's throwing sounds all over the place, dude. He's a magician. Like, I've literally never heard anything else like this, dude. This is... Wow, yes. He mentions he hasn't heard much else like this. He's been pretty adventurous, yet still so progressive. And still incorporating stuff that so many people would like, dude. Super Mario meets Mahavishnu. Yes, dude. Like, no doubt George Duke inspired video game music that we have today, dude. This sounds like Mario Kart. Sounds like, yeah, just... I think I heard Pac-Man a little bit earlier too. Like, I don't know. What do you guys think? Let's get back into this song, dude. Backing it up a little bit. One of the faster songs, dude. This one has my energy pumping, dude. I'm glad this one's a long one. All right, getting back into it, dude. Loop de Loop by George Duke. Okay, Alfonso, dude. Fuzziness, distortion. Like a hive of wasps, dude. Wow, that last solo we got, dude. The heat from that solo, oh my gosh, got that tone to be so warm, so distorted. Dude, he knows how to make this thing sound just like a guitar, dude. Whatever, yeah, whatever instrument he was playing. What do you think that one in particular was, dude? We have him playing a Moog, bass, Rhodes electric, Wurlitzer electric. I think he maybe got that through some pedal board work. Dude, actually, I don't know. He probably pumped something through an amp. Got it real hot sounding. God dang. Sounded almost like a Smashing Pumpkins track, dude. Not, it didn't sound like a Smashing Pumpkins track. I meant that tone, specific tone. Dude, I don't know if you recall. This rocks. I need to find you more jazz. Also, have a wonderful night, everyone. Love you all. Thank you so much, Peaceful. Love you too. Hope you have a good rest of your evening. Thanks so much for dropping by. See you next time. Wow, this one, dude, he knows how to keep it so dynamic, right? Keep the song fresh, flowing. I didn't want it to be over. It is some of the best music I've ever heard, dude. Random GTV, check this out. Sambar official. I'll appreciate you, dude. Unfortunately, we're in the middle of listening to an album, dude. George Duke, The Aura Will Prevail. If you want to come back on Tuesday, dude, we'll be doing a free request tonight, dude. So Leave a follow if you want. Come back on Tuesday, 5 p.m. PST, and I'll for sure be happy to check out your stuff, dude. Def Jam India. Yeah, dude, I'm down. Unfortunately, we are just busy at this moment. Thank you so much, though. Appreciate you. Give a little bit of yes to roundabout. Yeah, dude, it just keeps getting better. George Duke. And who's on drums, dude? Got you acknowledge. So, percussion changes, it seems. So it seems Leon Ndugu Chancellor is the main drum person. Gotcha. Okay. We just have multiple people doing percussion. That's right. Erto Morier doing percussion on tracks 1 and 5. Well, we're about to listen to track number 5. That's right. In Dawn, there was a bit of alternative percussion. I think they might have been like pipes of some sort, some type of like maybe I don't know. So let's jump on into track number 5. Malibu, Toshiba Cat. George had a series of about 5 albums that were all about as good as this one. All that 70s stuff. Ooh, wow. Like before this or after this? Let's jump on in to real quick. Ndugu was all over the fusion scene. He played on a lot of jazz albums. Awesome. Dude, Ndugu knows. Ndugu knows exactly what the fusion scene needs. Yeah, he's quick with it. Dude. This one is, I think, the second one. This is like his second album he worked on. Crazy. Still just starting out. Wow. Well, the aura will prevail so far. Literally one of the best things I've ever listened to. Let's jump on in to Malibu. Oh my god. Quick pause before we get into Alfonso's little solo here. Oh my gosh. So, I hear so much more inspiration in video game music. Right here, dude. I hear the Katamari Damacy soundtrack, dude. You know, maybe after this we can go and give a listen to some of the tracks that I think took direct inspiration from this stuff, dude. Already two video game songs come to my mind when listening to this album, dude. So yeah, we'll check out maybe a couple of those. See what you guys think. Oh, I should probably write these down, dude. I think I'm gonna have to get my notepad here on the computer. All right. So, and then Katamari Damacy song. So far, dude. All right, well, this is so fun. Definitely getting that Latin, that Brazilian influence, dude. Afro-Latin. Malibu. Beautiful song, dude. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's back it up just a little bit and get on into this. Wow, dude. Malibu, a gorgeous track, dude. Taking me down south, way past the border, dude. Giving us the optimism, the liveliness, dude. The people singing was a nice touch, dude. I really, really liked it. Really made me feel at home, comforted. Dude, again, just another amazing vessel for George Duke's masterful work on this instrument, dude, on these keys. I was gonna say keyboards. Sometimes it seems like the keyboard is singing. Yeah, he's that good. He just makes it sound so effortless. All right, what did you guys think of that one? Yeah, love the extra percussion in this one. Reminded me of some of my family parties, dude. Didn't know George even did this style. Right? Like you mentioned, it's probably Airto's influence, right? What'd you guys think? We're gonna move on in to the next one, dude. Fools is the name of this track. Let's jump on in, dudes.
So hard to make love with you, and in the end we were both the fools. Life isn't learned in school. We thought we knew it all. Love can seem so bold.
Dude. Quick pause, dude. His falsetto is so beautiful. I see what he means even more. He has such nice control. I should practice singing a falsetto a bit more, dude. Honestly, everybody needs to get a good falsetto going, right? It's like just another layer, another form of your voice that exists. Wow. Gorgeous, slower, romantic, dude. Wow. The pulsing vibrancy of the keyboards, dude. Nice little touch. You're getting back into this. Fools by George Duke. Yo, Tammy, thanks for stopping by. Just dropped in to say hi. Bartending at an event. Whoa. Well, hope that goes well. Hope you get lots of tips. Right? Yeah, hope you enjoy your event. Hope it's all well. Hope people are nice to you. Stay cool, Tammy.
We knew it all. Love can seem so bold. Now that I can see that love's no toy. Treat it with respect. Lose the joy of knowing that you have always with you someone who will share with you when are you
Okay, bars, dude.
And life isn't learned in school. We thought we knew it all. We thought we knew it all. We thought we knew it all. We thought we knew it all.
Wow. Wow, dude. Romantic, lovely. George Duke just can do literally anything he sets his mind to. What the heck? Beautiful. George Duke Fools. Dude. Fortunately can't sing to save your life. You envy those who can, right? Yeah, it's, it's a learned thing, not, just gotta practice, dude. Some people start real young, and it really does favor those who start young, right? But dude, honestly, anybody can learn it. Think just have to get the right teacher. I need to get a vocal coach, right? You can destroy happy birthday, nice. That's a start, right? Wow. Now I see why there's a Thundercat cover, dude. Are you aware of Thundercat, by the way? Very, very similar sounding music. Funky, R&B like. Lots of bass, dude. Falsetto singing. Like, no doubt. No doubt. Hugely inspired. Yeah, he has a lot of like silly tracks. Like I think one is called Dragon Ball Do Rag, but it's literally one of the nicest tracks you've ever heard, dude. It sounds very similar, but not as complex as this, dude. It's way more chill. It's kind of like this song, but always. From the few tracks I've listened to, dude, I'm not a Thundercat expert. Anyways, dude, that was Fools by George Duke. Got me swimming in my emotions, dude. Next up, Echidna's Arf. Definitely inspired by Frank Zappa, dude. So apparently Frank Zappa wrote the lyrics to this one. Let's see what is happening on here, dude. Echidna's Arf. Getting into it. We're up in space, dude. What the heck? Oh, dude. Quick pause. He really does like to experiment and play with so many textures, dude. This is the most experimental, the most mystical sounding track so far, dude. Wow. Like we're up in space, like we're traveling to a new location. Sounds we've never heard before, dude. This is exactly what the synthesizer was made for, right? Creating sounds that probably shouldn't exist, that are calling out to different parts of our existence, dude. Now this one has me just like up in my thoughts, dude. Wow. So fun. So wild. Apparently there are no lyrics. It's just Frank Zappa just being wild, trying to communicate with aliens. See that keyboard behind you? It can make some of those sounds, right? It can get pretty close. It can get pretty close. Let's see how the computer handles pulling up the keyboard software real quick. I don't think it can get as crazy as a synthesizer. It has some control, though. Some control over like the tone, the warmth, chorus, reverb. I don't even know if you'll be able to hear this, dude. Yeah, no. See, it's a little challenging trying to get you guys to be able to hear this. I haven't exactly found out a clever way to be able to get you guys to be able to hear the noise without completely just messing up my whole setup here. So it's gonna take some troubleshooting. We can mess with it maybe after the album, dude. Okay, let's keep the song rolling, friends. Echidna's Arf. Back into it. What do you guys think? Oh, wow, dude. Just a beautiful assault of different tones, different vibes, dude. Communicating with aliens has never sounded so appealing. Echidna's Arf by George Duke, Frank Zappa, dude. Mystical, atmospheric. Wonderfully layered, dude. Nice bass at the bottom. Yeah, dudes. Wonderfully experimental. Can only applaud it. What do you guys think about that one? Dude, it was I always love an experimental piece, right? Don't play by the rules. Just go on your own little journey. There was a little bit of percussion in there, dude, but it was synthy percussion, dude. He was like doing crazy stuff here. I need to get my hands on one. All right, well, we're going to move into the next one, dude. It's Uncle Remus by George Duke. Jumping on into it.
Are we moving too slow? Have you seen Uncle Remus? We look a pretty sharp in these clothes. Unless we get sprayed with the hose, you know it ain't bad in the day. Unless they squint it your way, unless it's in the winter when it's frozen, and it's hard if it's on the nose. Just keep your nose to the grindstone, they say. Grindstone, they say. Well, they say it will redeem us, Lord, Uncle Remus. Can't wait. Well, to the throne.
Alright, dude, another slow piece by George Duke and Frank Zappa. Beautiful falsetto work, dude. That's honestly what mostly stood out to me on this track. The lyrics are hilarious. Definitely some Prince vibes as well. Uncle Remus, dude, what you guys think? A really subtle track compared to everything else we've heard. But just another vehicle to accentuate George Duke's vocals. Gorgeous stuff. All right, well, we have one song left, guys. Titled The Aura. How have you guys felt about this album so far, dude? Toshiba, it's a civil rights song, at least in part. Oh, nice. Uncle Remus. Yeah, I figure we should check out the lyrics, dude. George Duke, Uncle Remus. We've checked the lyrics before, but like, you know, I don't remember each individual section. Whoa, are we moving too slow? Have you seen us, Uncle Remus? We look pretty sharp in these clothes. Yes, we do, unless we get sprayed with a hose. It ain't bad in the day if they squirt in your way, except in the winter when it's froze. And it's hard if it hits on your nose. Gotcha, yeah, when people were getting sprayed with hoses because of like protests and stuff. Just keep your nose to the grindstone, they say. Will that redeem us, Uncle Remus? I can't wait till my fro is full grown. I'll just throw away my do-rag at home. I'll take a drive to Beverly Hills just before dawn and knock the little jockeys off the rich people's lawn. And before they get up, I'll be gone. I'll be gone. Before they get up, I'll be knocking the jockeys off the lawn. Gotcha. Auntie, yeah, it seems like we're calling out, maybe the cops for spraying people with hoses, uh, and taking revenge at the rich people, dude. The About section, dude, the song Uncle Remus is focused on a message against racism, a persistent problem in the 1970s when the song was released, specifically racism against African Americans. Multiple references are made to this issue, including the title of the song. Uncle Remus is the name of both a book containing African American folk tales, published in 1881, and the eponymous narrator of these tales. Gotcha, dude. Okay. Get the full context. Gotcha. Well, I've honestly never even heard of those original folk tales, dude. Gotcha. Well, Frank Zappa continuing to show he's on the right side of history, dude. Making sure everybody doesn't forget what happened, dude. Forwards, well, Uncle Remus was a pretty racist character for the 19th century. Disney brought it back in the 60s. Song of the South. Ooh. Gotcha. Toshiba, lots of street protests in those days. You know, the people gotta speak up for themselves. People gotta let themselves known, dude. It's a protected right. And dude, people let it be known when something is too much. All right, well, dudes. That'll take us into our last song, dude, The Aura, which is no doubt the shortest track on this list of songs. So let's get into it, dudes, and then we'll discuss everything about this album that we felt, that we've experienced, dude. The Aura. Let's get into it. K and Dooku. The aura, dude. That was the aura. Bright and optimistic, vibrant, lively. That's your heart. Dang, dude, I want one of those drums, dude. And that's how we leave off the album, dude. More Latin beats to keep us enticed. Looking forward to the next release, dude. So beautiful, beautiful stuff, dude. George Duke, The Aura Will Prevail. Literally brightened up my entire life. Everybody needs to listen to this, dude, if you're into jazz fusion. Yeah, it's just George Duke can do so much variety. Like, what the heck? He can sing, play keyboards like a crazy man, multitask while playing keyboards, dude. He's on that tremolo control too. And he has his friends accentuating, lifting him up, giving him the best percussion, giving him the best bass work you can ever imagine. We don't need a guitar, dude. George Duke is the guitar. That percussion was airto. Yes, I assumed all the the Latin beats, all the hand percussion was airto, like on Malibu and this track. Well, again, thank you so much, Robert, for getting us to listen to this. So another couple of tracks that I think were highly inspired by this that I can recall right now. Let's find that. First, Katamari on the Rocks. The one that sounded like Malibu, dude. Changed up now. Yeah, it's really kind of that beginning intro. That's kind of like the chorus. Really feels a lot like it was inspired by maybe Malibu, dude. In part, at least. Toshiba, thanks, John. If you want to do my Chick Corea song tonight, you can. Save the James Taylor for another time. Sure. Sounds like a racing game soundtrack. It's kind of like a racing game. Not really, though. It's where you roll a ball around and then you keep on picking up objects. Then it gets bigger and bigger, and eventually you can pick up like buildings and stuff. It's a fun game to play. It's a Japanese game. Latin flavor too, using vocals like an instrument. Yeah, right? Giving it a bit of a percussion feel. Dun, 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 dun. It really reminded me of Malibu. Yeah, this song came out about 2004. Katamari Damacy. Okay, well, guys, appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining for George Duke, The Aura Will Prevail. Seriously, the best stuff I've ever heard. This is like life music. I want to play this during every moment I exist because it's just that good. We got to listen to more George Duke albums. I am into it. George Duke, one of the geniuses of our time. Rest in peace, dude. Dang. Thank you again, Robert, for showing me this too. Toshiba Cat. Yo, going over to twitch.tv/JohnSlopReacts and leave a follow if you want to catch all these live streams where we record all these reactions, dude. And going over to patreon.com/JohnSlop to submit your favorite songs for me to listen to. And you can help support the channel as well. Appreciate ya.